Hey there, and welcome to week 3 of Monday Mermaid Recap. If you're new here, I am an artist and illustrator. I primarily work posting my portfolio on Instagram, and now I am doing YouTube videos as well. I do have 2 other videos in this series, but you can go ahead and watch this one first since you're already here. Today we're going to be going over my drawings for week 3 of MerMay, and we're going to be going over some of my favorite artwork that I've seen this week as well. I am going to be tagging all of the artists that I feature here today in the description box below, so if you like any of the artwork you see, go ahead and give us a follow and like our post. It really does help the judges see all of our work. So the prompts we are going to be going over today are going to be horror, celebrity, emotion, deep sea, sunrise, music for a sushi restaurant, and body positive. Let's get to the art. So horror is day 15, and for this one I wasn't sure if I wanted to go for a movie or not. I originally thought, since my favorite horror movie is Scream, maybe going with some of the characters from that, but I ended up just making a really cool monster mermaid instead. Day 16 was celebrity, and for this one, my heart just said draw Mulan. So I drew Ming-Na Wen. She has been one of my kind of heroes since I was a really little girl. Mulan was the reason that I got into martial arts at 10 years old and ended up getting my black belt. And just her characters, like in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., she plays Agent May, and then she plays Fennec Shand, who's just a beast on both The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. So thank you, Ming-Na Wen, for all of your amazing characters. I hope you like the mermaid that I drew of you. Day 17 was emotion, and I feel like this is really the first piece that I feel like has gotten a lot of notice, other than my bubbles, draw this in your style entry. Really like this one. I decided to go with kind of like a rage or anger. He is a warrior, just like at the top of the surface of the water, ready to attack something or someone. Day 18 is deep sea, and this has been one of my best pieces so far and has gotten the most recognition. I know a lot of people went with anglerfish, and I went with anglerfish as well, but I really like my interpretation of the deep sea challenge. I did a mermaid who my husband said I should make her look like she's from the trench from Aquaman, so I kind of went with some of the arm scales for that for her. But look at her, she is cool. So my description said that her people had to learn how to ride anglerfish because it's so dark at the bottom of the ocean. So that's my inspiration for this one. I really also want her anglerfish's name to be Sally. I don't know why, but that's what I want her anglerfish's name to be. Next was sunrise. I knew that a lot of people were gonna go for orange colors and bright, just a bright sunrise. So I went with something a little bit different and went for sunrise salutation instead. And I love her hair, just the way it's all wispy in the bun. And it just kind of looks like this should be like the poster for a yoga school. Next up is music for a sushi restaurant. So day 20 was music for a sushi restaurant, and if you are not familiar with what that is a Harry Styles song. I'm gonna be honest, I've heard probably, including back in his One Direction days, probably about 10 Harry Styles songs. This one I did have to look up. I wasn't sure what it was, so I had to look it up. And I watched the music video and I was just like, that's neat. For this one, I really got into it. It was very fun. It was really fun to do. And this is my picture for music for a sushi restaurant. So you can see that he has his squid tail and he's sitting on, instead of a rock, he's sitting on a giant sushi roll. But one of the lines in the song is, if the stars were edible, and so I did a whole bunch of little sushi stars. Originally, I was just going to go with white background on a sushi roll, which I still honestly think this looks really cool, but I thought it needed something a little bit more just to pull it into the song a bit, but I do really like how the original version turned out as well. And then lastly, day 21 was body positive. For this one, I also try to like veer off of the path of just, and like there's a lot of really beautiful pictures. I just tried to veer off the path of what I kind of figured everybody else would do. And I figured a lot of people would do like different body shaped mermaids all like hugging or like together and like supporting each other, and which is great. And I love all of those pictures. But I wanted to go with something that's a little bit more personal. So I drew a muscle girl mermaid. She's muscular, she's at peace, she's happy with who she is. For me, and this is gonna be kind of a vulnerable moment just a little bit, like I got the big muscle arms and like the shoulder bump, and it took me a long time to get comfortable with being more muscular than a lot of the guys that I was friends with. Getting asked to arm wrestle guys at church and stuff like that. It took a long time to get a positive view of my own body, and with the idea of just being strong, you can still be feminine. Like, you can still be a feminine woman and be strong. I think what I'm trying to say is body positivity for me means knowing that even as a muscular woman who is strong and likes working out and has done rock climbing and kickboxing and martial arts and all of this, that I can still be feminine and I'm still beautiful no matter what. And that's what body positivity means for me. All right, now to review everyone else's artwork. So the first piece that I'm going to look at today is by the artist Ilarium. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's really, your artwork is beautiful. I'll link their page in the description box, but this piece is for the sunrise prompt. I loved that it was just like a frame, like the mermaid is framing the sunset, and I think that's really cool. The artwork is beautiful, the lighting is really good, so good job. I really loved this piece. The next piece is also for the sunrise prompt, and this is gonna be my last one for the same prompt, but I love this little sharky volcano sunrise colored mermaid. Like, she is so cute, and I haven't seen a lot of one color mermaids, like where the skin tone on the face is the same as most of the tail, and she is just gorgeous and adorable. So good job. This one is by Lauren Scott Art. This next one is for the horror prompt, and it is by Mandolin Doodler, and I just think it's so cute. If you guys have ever seen the Troll Hunters, she's from Troll Hunters. It's Claire, and I think probably in Wizards instead of Troll Hunters, like the third series they did. But I love all of the yellow glow and just how like kind of crazy her eyes are. It looks really cool. This was probably one of my favorite pieces for horror, honestly. This next one is for the body positive prompt. I really liked this one, and it's by Fan Sturkey. I don't know why all these names are so hard to pronounce, but they'll all be tagged. So I don't know how to pronounce your name, but your artwork is beautiful. And this was the piece that they came up with for body positive. I just love the curviness of it. Like, both of these girls are super cute, and I just love the composition of it. Like, their tails and their hair, and just they're different and they're friends, and it's cute. I really like it. My last piece that I will be showing today is by Xenia Goza, I think is how you say that, and is for the deep sea prompt, and I really loved the character design for this one. So let me see if she has her references. Does not have references on this one, but I did see, I think she did a reel that had references for this, and it's based off of a fish that's not an anglerfish, but it's another deep sea fish, and just I love her whole body is the same color. Just I think that's really cool, and the tail and like the fins on her back are very pretty, and I just love it. She looks just like a deep sea fish, so good job. This is really cool. Thank you for being here today. I will link all of the profiles that I listed today, including my own, in the description box below, so be sure to give us all follows and go like all of our mermaids on Instagram. I think I'm going to be doing 2 more weeks of this series. I think I'm going to be breaking up into 5 days, or like 5 days and 6 days instead of a full 7, just because that last week of mermaid is like 4 days long or something like that. And so I'm gonna be breaking it up a little bit different, but I think I do have 2 more Monday mermaid recap videos ahead of us. So if you want to be featured in any of my videos, and just go ahead and tag me in your artwork for mermaid over on Instagram, and that is at leahharris.art over on Instagram. See you guys in the next one. Keep drawing.